Hey, what's happening? Good morning. I haven't been around too much lately. I wanted to give you guys an idea what I've been up to. Working a lot and working on this yard. Just maintaining it. The front yard's got tons of flowers and stuff. This poor little bed's a little bit sunstroke. It's a little hot over here in the afternoon and these plants aren't really ready for it. So we're learning about the climates. Grew up in BC and now living in Alberta. It's a very, very different climate here. Even my parents that moved here are having problems adjusting to the different climates and things. Different times for starting vegetables and stopping. The dirt's different. The soil is different. This is what you get in Alberta. Honestly. You get sandy clay. That's what's there. Anything else you have to bring in. So I grew up a block from the river. You know what I mean? It's it's a very different world. So I got some beans down here. This is my one miniature fallow field. Couple beets and things, some lettuces that have already expired, waiting for a new crop. These potatoes are really strange. They're yellowing and wilting. We actually dug up this little tiny row here. Got a couple potatoes, but they didn't even flower. They're just, yeah, our climate's all weird this year. The government actually changed our designation for our climate. And I don't know enough about it, but everyone I talk to, their gardens are doing amazing and about a month ahead of schedule. These blueberries, they never work out here. I thought I'd try them just cause, so there's 4 plants there. I don't know, they don't work well here in Alberta. 2 different kinds of strawberries. These are the wild ones. These ones are crazy. Look at these runners. Like, I already chopped all these off a little while ago. I propagated, I put all of these little guys into pots and then handed them out to friends. I took probably 30 plants out of here and it's still running like mad. It doesn't produce a lot of berries, the wild ones. I mean, they produce flowers and stuff, but little tiny, very, very tasty berries, but they just once a year and then that's it. Where these guys, I mean, they're producing full time, right? So same with this raspberry bush. This is year 2 for these. We transplanted canes in last year, just one small bunch of canes, and it turned into this forest, which is producing nicely. And from the look of all these new canes here, all these big guys, this is all first year stuff, right? All the really green ones. So those will be producing berries next year, and there's tons of them. It's only these old canes here that are producing this year. So learning about that. Onions and garlic. Corn. There's my corn. Wind has been a really big problem this year. So I've got some tie wire in here holding the corn up. Squash. Squash is going nuts as usual. All along there's the peas. A couple different varieties. I don't know if pepper's gonna be out. Probably not. Oh, hey now. Great big grasshoppers. Like, we got some big guys here. Big grasshoppers, big dragonflies this year. Really oversized. So let's go take a look through the greenhouse really quick. This is going to be a new bed for next year. I'm just throwing junk here this year, and probably going to put a couple new beds along, eat up the rest of the yard there that we don't need. Insulation all over the ground. Yeah, that's right. Dum Dum here flooded the geothermal bank again. So I've got a pump here pumping out water, and what happens is I turn the irrigation on in the morning, and I do all the watering and all of this first thing in the morning. I'm up at like 4:30, and so I'll turn the water on, then I'll probably go and get a coffee and forget the water's on. I'll come in, this whole thing is just flooded, and of course down here being flooded too, right? Let's take a quick look while the insulation's off. Well, not many people have seen down here or really know what they're looking at, I guess, when I do show it. I'm curious to see how the water's doing too. Okay, so the water has receded. There's a little bit of insulation gunk on the bottom there, but It's not looking too bad. I'll leave that off, let that dry out again today. And here we've got our kale. We planted kale for the bunny, and wouldn't you know it, kale produces all year round. So I planted like 3 stages a couple weeks apart, and it just keeps on giving all year. Who knew? So we're ended up with like this absolute forest of kale and other assorted vegetables and lettuces. A couple hot peppers are starting to turn here. I've got a couple chili peppers. Those are hot little bastards.